Hi, my name is Andrea Joi, and I'm from Austin, Texas. Undefined is my crossover project. Up until recently, I've pretty much just been a classical artist, but I wanted to try something new. And I reached out to a very talented producer by the name of Jose Valentino, and he agreed to help me make it happen. There's a little bit of everything. I didn't grow up only listening to one type of music, and so I don't want to only offer one type of music to my audience. So we've got a little bit of smooth jazz, a little bit of funk, we have a gospel tune, a worship song, just something for everybody in this project. If you know me personally, you know that I have a background in dancing, and more specifically Latin dancing. That's just something that I've always carried with me, I've always loved. So we decided it would be important to do a couple of covers, and Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder were two of my favorites when I grew up. So we took a couple of their songs, but we added a little bit of Latin flavor, and I certainly love how they've turned out, and I can only hope that you love them just as much. I have two very special guests on my project. One, of course, is Jose Valentino, who I met about 3 years ago, and I've admired his music and his talent ever since then. Also, a young man named Giovanni Perez. I only met him recently, but he's a student of Jose's and also a friend, and he agreed to come in and to contribute his talents and his time, and it just ended up being the most perfect trifecta. So with the EDM tune, we really wanted to try and step outside the box and do something that most of the other flute players out there aren't doing. So we experimented a lot with the different types of sound effects that we could add on. Everybody can play into a microphone, but we wanted to add a little bit more creativity and just really push the boundaries and make it different. And I happen to think it's very different, but it's still very cool. Trevor James makes an amazing alto flute. I only recently added to my collection just a few months ago, and I asked Jose, please let me use it on this project, and we did. There's a special song that we did for my daughter. I guess it has more of like a techno feel to it. Man, I used this alto flute and we added some harmony and some background music with it, and it just has such a clear, powerful tone. I absolutely am loving playing this alto flute, and I hope to use it a lot more on future projects. So the project opens with a song called My African Heart, which basically is me just wanting to pay tribute to my ancestors who came over from Africa. And I got a special treat at the end. I actually got to play a little drum solo, which I didn't know I was going to play, but I had fun doing it. We did a track called Sexy Thing, which is, I guess it's like your quiet storm type of music. This is the song that you would enjoy with a glass of wine, and maybe you have some candles lit. And we made a decision to use vocals and beatboxing instead of traditional percussion. Once again, everything with this project we've tried to do just a little bit different, and I think that added a really unique touch to it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. When I finally made the decision to go back to playing my music after 10 years of not doing anything with it, The first thing I did was I began to observe, and I made it a habit to pay attention to other artists. But there finally came a time when I needed to pay attention to myself and to develop my own sound and my own style as an artist. So this project has really been a long time coming. I've had to figure out, or I've had to define myself as an artist, and come to find out at the end of it, defining myself is probably one of the hardest things I could possibly do. There's just so many facets to who I am and to what I'm doing, and at the end of the day, the only thing that we could call it was undefinable. I think one of the questions that I get asked the most is where I want to go with my music, or where I want to take it, or who I want to reach out to. And the truth is, actually, I follow wherever the music leads me. I go wherever the opportunities are, and whoever's touched by my music, whoever wants to reach out and they want to hear more, I intend to give it to them. And whatever opportunities come my way, I'll enjoy them, and I'll take them on one at a time. There's a few different things that we're projecting with this project. Number one, confidence. We did do a track called Rising Up, which I believe sends a message of empowerment, and that's important, especially to us as young women and as artists. Also, cultural. Of course, as I mentioned before, we're opening the project with a track called My African Heart, and that was really important to me to pay homage to my ancestors. And also, of course, creativity. There's no point in only going into the studio to do what other artists have been doing. There comes a time when you know you need to step outside the box and try something different. People may love it, they may not, but the point is you tried it. I'm on social media like pretty much every other artist. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as my own website, which is andreajoi.com. That's ANDREAJOI.com. I would say the one quote that's important to me that really gave me the courage to step out and to try this album was from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase to just be able to take the first step." And that's exactly what I'm doing with this project. I'm taking the first step. I don't necessarily know what's going to happen next, but I've made it happen.
My experience working with Andrea, like I call her, has been wonderful. It's been a lot of fun. We make jokes of each other while we're recording, and it's been really a joy. She has wonderful talent, beautiful sound, an amazing ear, of course. She says she doesn't have perfect pitch, but he does. And it's been really fun. It's been really an honor to be a part of this project. Well, in this project, you're gonna find like almost everything. We have a thing called sofrito in Puerto Rico, which means that it's a lot of different greens like onions, garlic, and we use that in everything. And it's like, yes, everything. This is what is this CD. Sofrito is really flavorful and complete, and this CD is flavorful and complete. You'll find the EDM, you'll find some percussion, some Latin rhythms, everything. I was honored to be part of this project in the engineering area, and I recorded 2 songs, just a little pieces of me are there recorded, and it's been wonderful to be a part of, again, of this project.
So, Andrea Joi, super special lady, and really a fabulous musician. As for me, the experience working with her as a producer has been nothing short of exquisite. She's completely professional, she's on time, she plays wonderfully, and she brings a charisma and a passion to the project, and definitely encourage anyone and everyone to look out for her, and also use her in whatever activities, festivals, or any type of event, because she really knows how to bring it. She's a complete musician, not only as an artist but also as an entertainer, and she has a heart to reach audiences all over the world, regardless of demographic background. So look out. This is Andrea Joi, and her name, her middle name, Joy, is middle name, right? Yeah. I think it really suits her because it has been a tremendous joy working with her.